Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? All right, grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it because we've got a lot to talk about, okay? Some very, very interesting things that you guys have been noticing, okay? And, you know, before I get into any of this, the last the last video that I did today, it really got me thinking. And so in between, you know, filming videos and stuff like that today, I went and I ordered 2 more of my hydroponic gardens. And I ordered more seeds. I ordered 2 more years worth of seeds. And because I'm like, you know, something's really coming down the pike. And, you know, for me to, you know, do that. And I didn't just do it just because I'm a prepper and I like to stockpile and, you know, stuff like that. It's because, you know, I really feel like in my chest, in my heart, you know, something's really coming and it's scaring the heck out of me. And, you know, if for some reason, you know, we can't get our hands on meats or even produce, okay, I want to be able to grow enough produce for my family so we could be self-sustainable here. And I'm trying my hardest. I really am, you know, with the amount of non-perishables that we have right now, because, you know, like, you know, that we, you know, we have custody of our niece and nephew now. Our stockpile went from 3 years down to like 1.5 years, okay? So I'm putting in order after order after order, and I'm stockpiling as much as I can. And, you know, I just got my one delivery in from Sam's of all like toilet paper and paper towels and cleaning supplies and stuff like that. And I've got Kroger coming tomorrow and, you know, things like that. And I'm like, I really just, I need to, you know, get 2 more hydroponic gardens. And then I ordered 2 more years worth of seeds. I ordered more trees, you know, fruit trees. I ordered 4 more fruit trees. So now I'll have 31 fruit trees growing on my property. And it's just, it's something, my brain just doesn't seem to stop. You know, what more do we need? What more do we need? What more do we need? And I just don't know. I really just don't know. You know, what am I missing? I know you guys have asked yourselves that question, that very same question. What am I missing? What am I missing? So I'm going to focus more on my gardening, which I always do. You know that I'm a gardener. I'm going to focus more on my gardening. And, you know, and I'll show you, you know, how I do it, you know, along the way and stuff like that, because I know a lot of you guys are interested in, you know, how to work, you know, hydroponic gardens and stuff like that. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And I just don't know. Something is really coming down the pike, guys. And we're not going to feel it initially. We're really not. And we're not going to see the impact initially. I really don't think we are. But when we do finally see it and feel it, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. And we're going to have to start living off of our preps. And when our preps run out, we're all going to be in trouble, serious trouble. So I'm trying to stock up as much as I possibly can. I really am. In all aspects, you know. And like with my payday preps, you know, I tried to buy meats, you know, with Kroger. I could barely get my hands on even chicken, ground beef. You know, we'll see what I get delivered tomorrow. I ordered it. It said it was in stock, but who knows if it'll actually get delivered, you know? So, I mean, this is just, it's getting ridiculous. It really is. So, all right, I'm going to get into these emails. Okay, this came from a good friend of mine who's a subscriber. Hi, Bug. Nice, Stormy. Yeah. And she said she almost, Stormy, your religion. She said she almost lost her shite when she went to Ace Hardware. Okay, she was buying canning lids, and we were having this discussion the other night. And I told her, I said, well, let me go to Target. Let me see what I can find. And she said she used a large bill that looked really old. Two formats ago, like we had when in the 80s, okay? Something told me to get rid of it first. And the cashier ran it through this bill authenticator, and it failed. And she told me that she couldn't take the bill. What if that's all I had on me? In fact, I was so upset at the stupidity of 5 employees standing around that's what I told them. That's all I had. She proceeded to tell me that they couldn't take it because the machine has to authenticate it. One of the younger guys chimed in and said, try the one that's next to the check stand over there. And it worked. I was able to finish my purchase. Here's the thing. Marielle, and a lot of you guys don't know who Marielle is. Okay, Marielle is a woman who lives in Venezuela. Okay, and she is a personal friend of this subscriber. Okay, I've actually spoken to Marielle personally. Okay, she's a very sweet woman. And she said, Marielle has told me many times that no one in Venezuela will take old dollars, you know, USD, okay, or ones with imperfections. That it's some sort of nationwide paranoia thing. I felt like I was there today. So I told her, I said, well, how old, you know, was the bill? I said, was it really from the 80s? I said, and was it a $100 bill? What happened to using, you know, remember the pens? You know, that you mark the bill with the pen, and if it comes up yellow, it's fine, or whatever. I said, to check and see if the bill is real. I said, those bill authenticators or whatever, I said, they're not always accurate. She said, yeah, it was a $100 bill. And I told them to use the pen. They said, no. We're screwed. I emailed them. I was so pissed. She said, oh, well, lesson learned on old bills. Refuse them at the bank or exchange them now, she said. So if you have old bills, you know, like if you're a collector or whatever the case may be. Ow, Stormy, stop it. You know, they're not going to be usable. So lesson learned. So on to this. A subscriber, she went to Aldi's. Okay, a lot of us shop at Aldi's. Why? Because you can get really great deals at Aldi's, right? She said, this is a bottle of Aldi's sweet and sour sauce. And she said, why does the bottle not have to say what the bioengineered food ingredient is? Oh, but look, it's gluten-free. So when I looked at it, I was like, she's right. It says contains a bioengineered food ingredient. Okay, but what is the bioengineered food ingredient? See, this is the question. You know, the FDA is pushing all of these manufacturers, these food manufacturers, to say, okay, well, it has to have the words contains a bioengineered food ingredient. Okay, fine. But what is that bioengineered food ingredient? Please tell us. Because if someone is actually allergic to that food ingredient, they have to know. So they know whether to buy it or not. But it's clearly not saying what the food ingredient is. Okay, so now on to this. I'm going to speak about something that we talked about a few days ago. It's about Georgia and the state of emergency that the governor put into effect. Okay, this was sent to me, okay, and I want to talk about this. Why? Because I feel that this could be a trickle effect. We've talked about trickle effects before, or a lot of people refer to them as domino effects, okay? And what this states, okay, is as follows. As specified above, okay, Georgia, and I'll put all the links in the description box below. You guys know to always go to the description box below for all the links that are referred to in all videos, okay? As specified above, Georgia law vests the governor in code section 38-3-51 with the authority to bring emergency situations under control by issuing orders, rules, and regulations to protect the safety and welfare of the public. Now, therefore, pursuant to code section 38-3-51 and the authority vested in me as governor of the state of Georgia, it is hereby ordered that a state of emergency exists in the state of Georgia due to ongoing severe disruptions to the state's supply chain and economy. It is further ordered that all resources of the state of Georgia shall be made available. And that includes all personal and private property, possessions, land, vehicles, livestock, labor, and food to assist in activities designed to address this emergency and aid recovery and response efforts. First, it is further ordered that all state and local authorities, as well as public and private entities, shall fully comply with all orders by the governor as authorized by Georgia law in furtherance of this order. Skip. Oh, okay. This is her summary that she wrote me. Skip. The office of the governor may continue to issue guidance on the scope of this order as needed through communication media, including social media, without need for further executive orders. It is further ordered all provisions of the order shall become effective on Saturday, April 16th, 2022 at 12 a.m. and shall be valid for a period of 30 days, expiring Sunday, May 15th, 2022 at 11:59 p.m. Unless the state of emergency is renewed by the governor, and you know damn well it'll probably be renewed, i.e. it will only last 30 days if the supply chain disruptions and economic crisis end in 30 days, which you know it will not. 2 weeks to level the curve. Anybody? What? It doesn't continue. All right. So I will leave all the links that you're going to need if you want to follow that even more. Okay. So now I know I know. So, on to this. A subscriber of mine she is a real estate broker, okay? And a lot of us are homeowners, right? And she's watching this very closely, okay? Because she said she has very strong opinions on this. And she wanted me to see this and wanted all of us to see this because this is what's coming. This is what our future is going to look like, okay? So there are pros and cons of the proposed 40-year FHA loan modification. So if you have an FHA loan, which is a first home buyers association, a loan, okay? The FHA borrowers are one step closer to being able to reduce their monthly payments by modifying their loan term to 40 years. In early April, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, which oversees FHA, proposed a rule change to increase the maximum term for loan modifications from 30 to 40 years. Now, a lot of us, you either have a 15-year loan or a 30-year loan. Now, I don't know anybody that has 15-year loans. I have a 30-year. What do you have? 30? Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, that's just the most common, right? Now, what do you have left? Is your mortgage paid off? No, mine's neither. Okay, I have like 12 years left on my mortgage. 12 years left. Okay, so the proposal will be open to the public comment until May 31st, 2022 before moving forward. 40-year loans wouldn't be available to new homeowners. The modification is designed to help current FHA borrowers stay in their homes and avoid foreclosure before they default on their loans. HUD anticipates a 40-year modification option would prevent several thousand borrowers a year from foreclosure by increasing a borrower's ability to afford the modified payment. Okay, so what this is telling me is, say you're making your monthly mortgage payment, but it's killing you. So instead of having your 15-year or your 30-year mortgage, you can now have a 40-year mortgage and cut your mortgage down significantly. But what? I mean, yikes. That's because a 40-year term stretches out the time required to pay off the loan. Right, but you're also paying more in interest. Reducing the monthly payment. If you've ever compared a 5-year car loan to a 7-year one, you've already known the effect of a longer term can have on the payment. A 40-year loan modifications are already available to conventional borrowers with loans backed by Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and certain USDA borrowers. I wouldn't, because you're only paying more to the bank when it comes to interest. But that's just me. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. So on to this. Okay, this when I saw this and I'm like, oh no. My God, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, Stormy, go. Okay, so a tech company, okay, is rolling out a microchip, okay, that can be implanted into your hand with the goal of making contactless payments easier. I'm not happy about it either, son. So a London-based Walletmore said the chip will work with the Pure Wrist app, a digital wallet. After downloading the app, users will go to a specialist to have the chip installed in their hands that would act in conjunction with the app and businesses that use the app. Yeah. So once users are completely set up with the microchip and the app, they can make payments using the funds in their accounts. I know what you're going to say. So the company said the implant process is safe. The skin incision for the implant is very small, and it's like 7 millimeters long, and the procedure takes about 4 minutes. That's what I said. So the implant itself costs $299, and that's according to the website. Okay. And the implant can be used to pay for a drink on the beach in Rio. Yeah, because I plan on going there. A coffee in New York. Look at all my, I got plenty. A haircut in Paris. I got the Eiffel Tower right there. I ain't going nowhere. Or at your local grocery store. Yeah. So, founder and chief executive, Wojtek, Wojtek, Paprota, Paprota, told the BBC it can be used wherever contactless payments are accepted. Not here. So contactless or tap-to-pay payment systems have long been popular outside the U.S. as the default way of paying for goods and services. But tap-to-pay has grown in popularity in the U.S. in recent years, particularly during the pandemic, when customers and merchants wanted to avoid as much physical interaction with cash and cards as possible. Oh my God. Apple said it's expanding the iPhone's capabilities to accept contactless payments, making it easier for merchants to conduct tap-to-pay transactions without having to buy additional hardware. And Google and Samsung, they unveiled Android devices that would allow merchants to use those devices as contactless payment terminals as well. But those announcements, they have largely been aimed at outside the U.S., where contactless payment habits have already been well established. Never. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. If you can. I mean, no kidding. Keep prepping. And as always, fear less, if possible. I love you. Bye. Ciao.